How do hot air balloons use convection for lift? Imagine floating high above the ground, feeling the breeze and watching the world below. Have you ever wondered how a simple bag of hot air can lift a large balloon into the sky? Well, it all comes down to a natural process called convection. Convection is a way heat moves through fluids like air or water. When you heat the air inside the balloon, the molecules start moving faster and spread apart. This makes the air less dense than the cooler air outside. Because less dense air rises in the denser, cooler air, the hot air inside the balloon pushes the balloon upward. The key is how heating changes the air's density. According to the ideal gas law, when temperature increases, volume tends to increase if pressure stays the same. So, when the burner heats the air inside the balloon, the air expands and becomes lighter. For example, raising the temperature of the air by about 100 degrees Fahrenheit can reduce its weight by roughly 7 grams per cubic foot. That small change adds up when you have a large volume of hot air inside the balloon. Inside the balloon, convection currents develop naturally. Hot air rises toward the top of the envelope, while cooler air sinks to the bottom to be heated again. These currents help keep the inside of the balloon warm and buoyant. The continuous movement of hot air rising and cooler air sinking inside the balloon creates a steady temperature difference. This difference is what keeps the air inside less dense than the outside air. Lift is created because the hot, less dense air inside the balloon displaces the cooler, denser air outside. The greater the temperature difference, the bigger the density gap and the stronger the lift. This lift force counteracts gravity and allows the balloon to rise. To keep the balloon afloat, the pilot uses the burner to keep the air inside hot enough. The larger the balloon, the more hot air it needs to generate enough lift to carry the weight of the basket, passengers, and equipment. Heat loss through the balloon fabric and the surrounding air can make lifting more difficult. That's why balloon materials are designed to minimize heat escape. The process relies on the basic principles of thermodynamics, especially how heat transfer by convection causes the hot air to rise and create lift. So next time you see a hot air balloon soaring, remember that convection is the magic behind its gentle ascent into the sky.